Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining today. I am super excited. My name is Bill Dow. I'm an owner, an author, an instructor, a PMO expert, and I love this topic. We're going to talk today about PMOs and focusing on our people. I'm really passionate about this. This is something I've been working on for a long time, and I can't wait to go through this material with you today. As I said, my name is Bill Dow. I have 30 plus years of hands-on experience. I'm a PMO director at a large university in the Seattle, Washington area. I've worked at Microsoft for 14 years. I worked at Singular Wireless for several years, AT&T Wireless, ran PMOs in both of those organizations. I've been a speaker around the world from London, UK to India, to all over North America, from Las Vegas to San Diego, from Vancouver to Toronto. Really passionate about speaking and sharing my information. And I'm a 4-time author, the PMO Lifecycle, Building, Running, Shutting Down, Project Management Communication Tools, the Tactical Guide for Building a PMO. And way back in 2008, I wrote my first book, Project Management Communication Bible. I've got tons of experience. I've got lots to share. I'm super passionate about this, and I can't wait, as I said, to cover it with you today. I had a huge honor in 2021, I was honored as one of the top 4 PMO influencers of the world. So trying to get down to number 1. I'm still at 4 right now, but really honored about that. In 2020, I was named as the top 15 PMO Leaders of the Year. Again, I am humbled. I am honored. I really appreciate all the experience and all the accolades from my peers, because I'm really honored and I try to do my best in that space. So like I said, I'm thrilled to be here. Okay, so let's talk about my journey. So I've ran 10 PMOs across my career. My first one was in 2002, where I ran one for AT&T Wireless. It was a directive PMO. It was information technology, and it was for a large data warehouse. When Singular bought AT&T, I moved then to a second, even larger PMO, a directive PMO. I had about 30 or so people working for me. We went into information technology. It was also IT. It was also a large data warehouse. It was really, there were huge growth from one PMO to another. Then I moved to Microsoft in 2005. I was there for 14 years. I ran 7 PMOs, directed PMOs, supportive PMOs, not just in IT though. I got to go to operations, I got to go to marketing, I got to go to services. So multiple areas of Microsoft, all running PMOs there. And then in 2019, I moved over to University of Washington. I'm running a directive PMO, 35 or so FTEs, tons of vendors, 3 functional managers that report up to me, and really an amazing job right now, and absolutely love it. And I love that career progression that I've had across these 10 PMOs. Not a lot of people have done 10 PMOs, so like I said, I'm really excited to share this information and really share what I've done across this journey. Okay, so we got a great agenda today. We're going to talk about prioritizing people in your PMO, and then we're going to get into the how-tos. And then from there, we got a little bit of a special topic. It's around COVID and the COVID area. This is something that, and we'll talk about trips and tips around the COVID, but really this is something that we're going to be dealing with for a long time. So I really wanted to buckle down and really get you some good information on how to deal with your people in this COVID space. Okay, so section 1 is really around prioritizing our people. We'll talk about the origins of the 4P in the PMOs. I think a lot of you have heard that. We'll define the 4 Ps in the PMO. We'll talk about history, momentum, and where that's going. We'll talk about why people in the PMO are so important. We'll go over leaders and why leaders miss this concept. And then we'll talk about how do you build a long-term sustainable PMO. Does that sound good? So this is just the first section. We're already going to cover a ton of different information. I'm so excited. Ready to go? Excellent. Okay, so when I wrote my first book, The Tactical Guide for Building a PMO, we put this concept out of the 4 Ps in the PMO. Okay. And so it actually came out back in 2012. And I put that in there and I said, okay, when we think about a PMO, we think about various portions. We think about program management, portfolio management, project management, but we also have to think about the people, right? When you're running a large organization, the people is a huge component of that. So this is what the graphic looked like, right? A version.